a Libra. I just heard Libra. Like, no, hold on. Like if somebody was questioning themselves and you're a Libra, like that. What the heck? I'm picking up on that a lot right now. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. The Mystic here. I am a high priestess, intuitive psychic medium, clairvoyant at your service. Okay, let's see. No, hold on. What's that? I don't know why it's doing that. Huh. Let's stick with the blue, shall we? Alright. I felt spiritual. So I said, oh yeah, I need to do the reading and let me know twice, like, hey, hello, you need to do a reading. I'm like, oh yeah. Okay. Spiritu, spiritu, benza. If you guys have not subscribed, don't forget to do so. You watching my content all the way through helps the channel, not just to grow, but it also shows that you guys are staying committed and watching my content and you guys are into it. By you watching my content helps me out. Okay. It's sort of like TikTok. You know, I know my readings are long and I try not to make them that long, but if Spirit wants me to express something, I'm gonna just allow it to come out. Okay. So let's get right into it. The masculine. Ooh. Four of Pentacles. Okay. I like reading this card as the masculine, especially in this deck. It seems like the masculine, male or female. This could be okay. The masculine is recognizing something here. Okay, they're at ease. They are in calmer waters as justice, as they're receiving. As they're receiving either the intelligence of the partnership, something to do with a committed relationship, a committed partnership here. Okay. Somebody's having the courage or getting the strength to finally, right, come in all with all three, right? Communicating with mind, body, and spirit. The Lovers and the Six of Wands. Yeah, it seems like someone here, this has to do with the soulmate, you guys. Not as much a job, but it has to do something with the uh, I'm hearing el cuerpo come together. So when the body comes together, it has something to do with Christ and the blood of Jesus. Um, it could be that it's just part of the plan, right? Part of the plan that Jesus wanted for these soulmates to meet either on a Sunday breakfast, lunch breakfast, any brunch, something to do with church. If not that, just expressing spirit, expressing God. You guys are just going to be meeting this person sooner or later. Um, this person, right? Or just simply you both. But again, it's speaking on behalf of one person, and it's the masculine. The masculine is finally getting their energy back. They're in peace, right? They're receiving with the Justice card. It could be them receiving information about the twin flame journey, about just the journey itself. Who was she is what they're asking. Who was that? Okay. And as they're learning, they're communicating, right? They're not gossiping, but they're coming together in terms. They're coming together and as one, completing a cycle and closing a cycle. Okay. But it's gonna be a generous decision being made here. Okay. And this could be that the masculine is could be the one making this final decision when it comes to committing themselves, right? Like they look at that cat right here on the bottom of the card. It's playing with the fish and it caught a fish, right? This masculine is said I caught a fish, right? He's looking into the future. With the high priestess here, this masculine is looking into the future with this divine feminine. Okay. As they have light on both sides, on both masculine and feminine within themselves, they're really starting to see the truth, not just what is meant or part of the plan, it's the truth. Okay. I'm gonna stress it out. The truth of this connection. Okay. Because they see that, there's a clap right here with like a bunch of I don't know what that is, like little hearts, I believe, or buttons or something. But whatever it is, the masculine with this crystal ball, they're seeing, or just simply with the truth, there's so much out there. There's so many women, there's so many men, there's so many opportunities. But this one will grant my wishes. This one will grant my wishes. What wishes could that be? It don't matter what it is. That right there is a blessing to this divine masculine. Yeah. See, somebody wants to return. Okay. This masculine has left for good, is what I'm hearing. They have left. They have taken everything back. They've searched for God. They found God. They really had to come out of this manipulation. Okay. They were either manipulating connections, manipulating um just themselves, or sabotaging connections with God, with themselves, with the divine masculine within them, with the divine feminine within themselves. But outside of that, also with the connections of their partner, right? Because them running away from a partner that was made for them, it's them running from themselves. Okay, is God, right? It's the universe. So this person needed to go through a lot of growth, a lot of knowledge, a lot of skill, to referring to his traumas. If there was a triangle there, a cycle that came from childhood traumas, mentally, just a lot of manipulation when it came down to connections. So this person needed to be swept clean. Okay, swept clean. So his or her heart chakra, it needed to purify itself. Okay, and needed to find love again, but with themselves. Okay, in order for that to happen, this person, this masculine, thank you for spirit, this masculine wanted to find love, right? To find the truth about love. There was something that made this masculine either walk away, or to simply walk their path alone, maybe with a pet along the way. If they didn't own any pets, they could have found a pet along the way. But look at that. This is fucking amazing, you guys. This is great. We have the Ace of Cups, the Moon, and the World. What did they say? It's about coming together. This masculine has found not just Jesus, not just its savior, but they've saved themselves from addictions. They saved themselves from heartaches, headaches, any type of pain. And I'm not saying that this person did not go through bullshit, did not go through pain, did not go through heartaches. They have scars all over them, right? Not just their own, but obviously from the world, including childhood traumas. But due to this, they were able to not just walk away, but also walk away to something that's more fulfilled, okay, emotionally here with the Nine of Cups. They were a little scattered around, right? They had a lot going on here. Their energy was just not the best at some point, but to which now they're seeking the opportunity to either travel the world with you or to simply travel the world to go meet you, right? Or to simply find happiness, find the joy. And by them doing this, they are reconnecting not just with their soul tribe, but with the soulmate. And that soulmate is not just any other person but you, divine feminine. So you, divine feminine, there could be so many divine feminines watching. It could be a masculine watching. Okay, so there is a lot of abundance surrounding you right now, divine feminine. If you're watching here, if you're dealing with the masculine, a soulmate, twin flame, whichever one it goes, the thing is, you're able to finally carry on with your grief. You're able to carry on with any type of problem that you have here, divine feminine. And let me tell you, you are just so worth it. I'm pulling these cards because again, like, it shows you how speechless you are, how powerful you are, how much of a blessing you are. You are a very young soul. You are a nothing but a leader, okay? And it's saying, if you need to fuck around, fuck around. But if you need to fuck around and there's somebody that truly likes you, don't keep fucking with them. Just let it go. Okay? It was just a message for somebody there and it needed to come out. But anyways, look at these cards. The Ace of Swords, successful, love, fulfillment. Okay? The blessing here. The Page of Cups. You are a blessing. This is a blessing. Your cup is a blessing. It's fulfilling. Okay? The knowledge, the skills that you had to go through, right? In order for things to shift, in order for things to finally manifest differently. Something had to jump back up. You could have gone in reverse at some point, but things were coming upright. But now, as you just take one step back, something comes up and you're like, oh yeah, I could take that with me. You know, I don't have to carry all these burdens or just carry this heavy energy for me to even go anywhere, for me to get married, for me to go to school, for me to fall in love, or to simply make money, or to nurture, or whatever. You know, you're gonna always make a home somewhere. You're gonna go ahead, meet all kinds of soulmates, friendships, connections, you know, with people, lovers, until you find the one that's gonna be a romantic lover, and you're gonna go ahead and continue living. You know, you're not gonna really you know, somebody will, you will catch a masculine or the masculine will catch you, whichever way it goes is part of the plan here. Okay, so a divine feminine has made a choice. She or him is getting the courage to make a decision, even though in the beginning I mentioned the divine masculine, right, is the one making those decisions. But whatever the masculine chooses to do, isn't it trigger the divine feminine into doing something for herself? This could be traveling more. It could be maybe finally moving without even thinking about it twice. Just fucking go. Peck and go, right? So whatever the masculine mirrors back to the feminine, that's what's going to happen. Okay? So the feminine right now is just basically saying, I could shift anything that I want. I don't have to be carrying all these burdens. I don't have to carry all these things or whatever. Like, for instance, I could continue staying at my parents. Why am I going to move out when I could just stay here and travel? I'll go just pay some bills here and call it a fucking day instead of having all these fucking rent for what? You know, yeah, I might want my space and everything, but I have it here. You know, why am I stressing over something? If the opportunity comes in for me to have my own place, fuck it, I'll do it. You know, I'll head that direction, but I'm not shifting consciously like that. So why am I going to stress over something that I know that I cannot get? Not because I'm on myself, but just the circumstances that I'm in. And it has nothing to do with my job either. So again, why am I going to torment myself by doing that? Okay, so my advice to you guys, take it easy, make decisions and choices based on what things have manifested, what opportunities have manifested for you, divine feminine, for you, divine masculine. Okay, did a house manifest for you to buy, for you to rent, for you to remodel? You know, is something shifting in your money, in your finances? What are you learning about? Is it marriage? Is something leading towards marriage? What is it? Is it a promise to self? Is it a promise to the universe? What is this? Okay. What is that? So both of you guys do have are manifesting opportunities. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. It's just that again, we're aligning, okay, not just balancing ourselves, but we're aligning with our whatever, I don't want to say Capricorn, but whatever let me see, Saturn. Whatever your Saturn's placement, which you know what, I'm gonna do a reading on planets, and Saturn's gonna be the one. So there's a lot coming in return for a lot of us, okay? Especially for Aries, or just simply for those that are turning 27 or 25. I heard. Thank you, Spirit. If your Saturn returns, there's something happening and it's shifting a lot right now. Okay, so again, divine masculine and feminines are opening cycles, but it's to awaken you even more, to bring some things to life. Okay, and look at that, we have success here, which is amazing. Okay, once again, divine feminine is coming to terms to which whatever she decides to do, to stay or leave, she can leave and come back, do what you gotta do, work, and go back to whatever that is, whatever the safe space that divine feminine and masculine are creating among themselves. And once this space is created, then they both could telepathically communicate. I love this for you guys. Okay, let's see. You know what? Let's do one for Saturn real quick. Is that okay, Spirit? Can we do a little reading for Saturn? My friend and I, we talk about it a lot. She'll be turning 27 in March. And she's like, oh my gosh, my Saturn return, my Saturn return. And she just keeps talking about it. And I'm like, okay, there's something big for her personally. For everybody, obviously, it's different. But when we're waiting for that Saturn to come in, we're waiting for that motherfucking Saturn. All right, Spirit. First Saturn for all 12 signs. For the collective. All Saturn. Yeah, see? Saturn. If you guys haven't subscribed, don't forget to do so. Please share the live. Invite friends that are into astrology, into psychics. If you're on your spiritual path, welcome. You're not alone. There's so much that I could share with you guys. So much to talk about. So much to relate. So much to give. Mwah. Besitos to you guys. All right, Saturn return. Saturn return. Okay. I really don't like the heaviness of the cards. Sorry. I know I'm like making a lot of reckless noise. I have no view of the comments, you guys. So if you're here saying hello, welcome in. Hello to you. I'm sorry if I don't say hi back. I don't want to waste time on trying to get the comments. I just wanted to do what Spirit was asking and get it done, you know? Espirito, opening this opportunity. All right, Saturn. We have Page of Cups, blessings. Okay, thank you. That's our blessings, abundance, success, emotionally fulfilled. Yes. Oh my God, I was already feeling it. Look at that, guys. This energy, you're going to stay committed towards this energy. You embodied an energy to where now your spirit automatically tends to react to its surroundings. And when it does, you're just going to be so in love, so focused, that you're just not willing to give up, not willing to allow either money or finance or lack of some sort to what's it called, cause any type of damage, any type of um unsuccessful choices are going to be allowed, you know. So whatever's happening here, guys, it's going to allow you to finally receive. We have the Judgment card. You're finally going to be receiving either joy, happiness, or just simply feeling the joy, feeling the excitement of what's manifesting, or just simply of the plans that you're thinking of doing. Okay. Some of you guys are going to be traveling. Some of you guys are going to be planning living choices, either making better choices or just simply making sure that you know where you put your money in instead of spending money. Let's just say, for example, if you're spending money on money or just simply that things do not bring joy other than just headaches, including traumas, you know, because like myself, for instance, and yes, I do talk a lot about myself. Okay, this is how I relate with people, by sharing my story, my testimonies. So, due to trauma, I used to buy a lot of things. If it's not clothes, it'll be food. Other people putting my money where it doesn't belong. So, I did my work. You know, I've prayed, I've cried, I said I'm done. I can't be doing this. You know, not because I'm grown, because I want to do things. I want to finally start either looking into getting my own place or just simply doing little things like going to a theme park. You know, Disneyland, something, right? Or just simply going to fucking eat somewhere, you know, or just get a fucking ounce of fucking weed and call it a day. Couldn't even fucking do that because of the shit that I'm doing, you know? So instead of feeding onto the trauma, I fed it, I fed that energy onto the channel, okay? That's why I was getting more readings down other than what spirit was telling me, okay? So again, we are receiving, we're allowing to receive energy, we're allowing to receive that enjoyment, to the peace that we need to feel. And the more we do it, the more our consciousness, the more awareness, the more the wisdom within us, it starts to evaporate, okay? That no evil is going to be able to touch us because we're so overly protected, not just by our ancestors, but our own energy, right? We've manifested self-love. We manifested unconditional love, a security that not even the ugliest person could come in and harm us, you know? That's how well protected we are. So, again, like I was saying, do not feed the trauma. Instead of be feeding the trauma, doesn't matter if it was spending money or just simply eating junk food or just overly eating. What I did was shifted my consciousness. I shifted my actions. And how did I do that? I came to my YouTube channel and I did lives on readings. I came on here. Okay, I shifted myself. So if you're going through a struggle, then you shift that. Okay, it takes work. Yeah, it might be hard, it might be easier said than done, or it might be easier for some people, it might come easy, but there are obstacles, there are challenges in between everything that we do. If you truly, truly fucking want it, then you're gonna have to really, truly start creating your own successful way in order to get out of that junk. Okay, I could give you so many pathways to create some type of passion, a path that's gonna help you, or it might help you. But at the end of the day, sometimes a path is meant to be created, okay, not walked by the same men more than once. Because it's not how some people are thinking, it's not what people have within them. Like for instance, why am I gonna, walk a path that when I don't have children, you know? But that's the path that I came across. So now I know how to nurture more than I need to. Okay. Yes, I am my own healer now, but I'm going to do more than what is out of my nature. Okay. And thanks to my mother, thanks for her being the way that she is, I nurture really well. I am a protector, right? I'm not an abuser, even though unconsciously I allowed people to abuse me, but as much as they were abusing themselves, I was doing the same. So there's no back to that. But we all learn, guys, okay? We are successful towards the end of the day. We all learn. All right. All right, Spirit. Saturn. Yeah. It's no more looking down. It's now looking up. Keeping our head up. Look at that. The world. In order for this to hit jackpot, we needed to go through those obstacles. We needed to go through certain things that were not meant to be seen. They were meant to be felt. Okay? Look at that. The Fool. We need to liberate ourselves from this let's say unconsciousness behavior or karmic cycle, whatever it was. Okay, either way, regardless of what happened, what occurred, what were the details, right? The wrong decisions, the good decisions, etc. Who hurt you? Who hurt who? Or yourself? Or if you caused yourself pain? It doesn't matter. Either way, things needed to happen in order for you to get to where you're at, and that's for you to learn, or just simply learn. Is what I'm hearing. Learn to receive. Okay. You were giving yourself enough credit. You were giving yourself enough care, enough love, enough passion, or just simply enough recognition that you are meant to have everything that everybody else does. Just because you're humble, just because you're lacking, or just simply not as skinny as everybody else, not as big as everybody else, or not as rich, or not as whatever, don't mean that you don't deserve, or you deserve to go where you went through. Like your story is meant to be heard, it's meant to be told, but obviously with your voice. Because you're the only one that could express that, in your own words. Nobody else could be able to do it. We can all say, I've been cheated on, I've been kicked, I've been disrespected, I've been whatever, misjudged, mistreated, But how do we color that? How do we apply light? How do we look at it in the most passionate way with eyes of God, or the eyes of spirit, or the eyes of the heart, etc. How do we see that with the wisdom? So when we add that to our traumas, to our bodies, to everything around us, then finally we can shoot our shot without even needing to be blindfolded. We can just close your eyes or just simply shoot our shot, and that's it. We make it. We've make it because we've done the shadow work. The tags, the pulling, we're done with. It's over with. It's done. It's time to celebrate. It's time for finding opportunities to show up, for our heart chakras to align with our throat, and finally for us to speak out of God, really, right? Out of love, out of peace, respect, out of all 10 commandments. Ain't that beautiful though? Yes. This decision was fiery. This choice, it's sentimental. This choice, it opened opportunities. So somebody's gonna go ahead and finally make the rush decision, right? Unapologetic, and finally be emotionally fulfilled. Look at that. Aries card. So a lot of people that are going through their Saturn return, a lot of us obviously starting since the new year started all the way to now. But some of you guys who've been Aries, right? If not in March Aries, it would be a April Aries, and I heard Pisces. Okay. Starting Pisces, some of you guys will already feeling around Pisces season. You guys will be feeling your Saturn return. Okay. It's gonna start early for some of you guys, maybe around your birthday, after your birthday, but around, that's it. Like, it's gonna be all spiritual from here on out. It's gonna be very spiritual for you guys. So if you're in Aries, feel this. You guys are already aware. It's coming to you. Fucking feel that shit. Okay. But in general, we're feeling the wisdom, right? We're gonna be impulsive about it because we're emotionally fulfilled. And when we are emotionally fulfilled, we're going to be impulsive, but not in a toxic way. It's going to be more of, I know what to do now. I know what to do. I know where to go. I know who to call. I know who to, whatever, put my foot down with, and da da da. The more consciousness. Remember, I mentioned that somewhere in the reading. So the more comes to you, the better, because like that, you're able to move. Okay, you're cooking, you're putting all the ingredients in one bowl. You're putting all your eggs in one bowl or one basket, doing whatever you have to do with that. And for whatever reason, there's more of the yolk left, right? You can do something else with it. You could put eggs, right? Scrambled eggs in anything. When you're baking, when you're cooking different foods, etc. What's manifesting? What are we cooking here? Whatever we're cooking. Look at that. He's bringing us justice. We're in love. We are going to be falling in love, or just simply, we are in love with what's coming. Okay? We're not going to be fighting nothing. Nothing's going to be hidden. No emotions, nothing. Okay? With the moon card, it's a reflection of you. Okay? So whoever's manifesting here is a reflection of someone emotionally intelligent. Okay? Not just emotionally intelligent, but somebody's going to be committed towards the relationship, committed towards their partner's needs, towards their own needs, what's in their own minds. Okay? You guys are soulmates. I'm already calling it right now. You guys are soulmates. All All right, guys, whatever's manifesting out there, it's coming for us. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for us. I'm happy for all of us. All right. Besitos. And I'll catch you guys on your next reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. God bless. Shout out. Later, guys. Peace.